Deadly floodwaters are killing people inside their own cars in Russia's Republic of Dagestan, and the danger is far from over. This Monday, regional authorities confirmed at least 5 people are dead after a second consecutive weekend of catastrophic flooding struck the North Caucasus. The deaths span landslides, drownings, and submerged vehicles, and Russia's emergency situations ministry warns that landslides, rockfalls, and mudflows remain an active threat as heavy winds and rain continue to pound the region. The threat is specific and immediate. 2 separate vehicle incidents claimed 4 lives in a single day. In the first, a woman and a child drowned after floodwaters overturned 2 cars into a river. 4 survivors, including 1 child, were pulled from those vehicles. Then, later that same Monday, 2 more children drowned inside a car after it was completely submerged underwater. Police investigators have since launched a criminal probe into all 4 vehicle-related deaths. Picture this: you are driving on a road you have traveled your entire life. Then the water rises. The current takes the car. There is no warning, no barrier, no escape. That is the reality families in Dagestan faced this week, not once but twice in a single day. In the regional capital of Makhachkala, the crisis is reaching into the city's residential core. A structure attached to a 6-story apartment building collapsed due to soil erosion. Officials say the apartment building itself is now at risk of collapse. Tenants were evacuated as a precaution, but across Dagestan, thousands have no such option. More than 4,000 people were forced to abandon their homes after a dam breach at the Gedzhukh reservoir. The Emergency Situations Ministry is coordinating evacuations, but Dagestan, a mountainous region of over 3 million people, is defined by poor infrastructure and the intensifying effects of climate change, both of which amplify every disaster that strikes. Here's how the danger compounds itself. Floodwaters don't just sweep through. They erode the soil beneath buildings, destabilize riverbanks, contaminate water supplies, and trigger landslides on already saturated slopes. Regional health officials have warned residents to stop drinking tap water entirely. Dozens of people were already hospitalized earlier after consuming contaminated water. The flood does not end when the water recedes. Before we continue, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to keep you updated on developing crises like this one. History provides brutal lessons about this region. Last weekend, just 7 days before this latest wave of deaths, Dagestan experienced its worst flooding in more than a century. No lives were lost in that event, but hundreds of towns and villages lost power due to infrastructure damage across the republic. 1 week later, 5 people are dead. The infrastructure that failed to protect against the first flood offered even less resistance to the second. The mechanism works like this. Dagestan's mountainous terrain channels rainfall into fast-moving rivers and streams. When development blocks or narrows those natural waterways, the water does not stop, it redirects. It finds streets, it finds houses, it finds cars on roads that have become riverbeds. Right now, Dagestan's head of government, Sergei Melikov, is pointing directly at human decisions as a driver of this catastrophe. Writing on Telegram Sunday, Melikov stated that flooding in Makhachkala was caused by reckless real estate construction along a local river's embankment. His words were stark. Several houses were built directly inside the riverbed itself. Those structures blocked the river's natural flow, and the water found other paths, through streets, through homes, through residential neighborhoods. Communities face stark reality. In neighboring Chechnya, flooding damaged vehicles and pedestrian bridges, though no homes were reported flooded. But in Dagestan, the scale is far larger. Landslides have already claimed 1 life, a woman killed when her house collapsed in the southern village of Kirki. Emergency officials say the risk of further landslides and mudflows remains elevated as storms are expected to continue. Scientists are tracking the compounding crisis across the North Caucasus as climate change drives more intense and more frequent precipitation events into a region with infrastructure built for a different era. The Gedzhukh Dam breach, the soil erosion in Makhachkala, the submerged roads, these are not isolated failures. They are connected warnings. The question is whether Dagestan's infrastructure, its emergency response capacity, and its 3 million residents can withstand what may still be coming. The rains have not stopped. The ground is already saturated, and the cost so far is 5 people dead, including children, in vehicles, in landslides, in rising water. Don't forget to subscribe and stay updated as this situation continues to develop. Hit that notification bell, because in a crisis that is still unfolding, the next update may be the one that matters most.